Hi, Canandaigua Primary School UPK students. I'm Mrs. Wood, and I'm here to tell you how proud the UPK teachers are of Mrs. Natalie's, Mrs. Richardson's, and Mrs. Wood's students. You have all done a wonderful job and worked so hard on your art projects for the Wood Library. We're so proud of your creativity and your hard work. We all miss you so much, and we can't wait to see you soon. Bye, boys and girls.
Welcome to Wood Library's Children's Room. Every month, the Friends of Wood Library sponsors a preschool art show, and it culminates with a special reception for families. We weren't able to do that for the Canandaigua UPK classes this year, so we thought we'd take you on a story walk so you can see the great things that they created, and they can see it too. So we're going to start right here with Mrs. Richardson's class. Her sign says, "A new hat for the cat in the hat." And oh my goodness, what crazy wonderful hats they made. Let's just walk along and take a look. I love how tall the hats are. Do you remember the cat in the hat had a tall hat that he wore? But his was not as colorful as these. You can see that they used paper and paint to decorate their hats. It almost looks like they might have used their fingers to be paintbrushes. They certainly did a great job. Thank you, boys and girls from Mrs. Richardson's class. Now we're going to move on to Mrs. Wood's classes. Yes, I say classes because Mrs. Wood has a class in the morning and a class in the afternoon. And her projects are based on the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So take a look at these wonderful caterpillars that they created. See if you can figure out what they used to make their caterpillars. If you guessed egg cartons, you're absolutely right. It looks like they took 3 segments from the egg carton and cut them apart and then painted them. Some were painted red, some were painted yellow, and some were painted orange. And then I bet they had a lot of fun decorating them. No 2 caterpillars look the same. They have pipe cleaners for antenna and legs. They have pom-poms. They have some Google eyes. And it looks like they even made some little bugs using, again, their fingers as paintbrushes. I bet it was a lot of fun. What a great lineup of caterpillars. Now we have one more class that we're going to go and see their artwork. Mrs. Natalie also teaches a morning class and an afternoon class down at the primary school. And her students made birds. Oh, such fun. Now some of the birds are still in their eggs and haven't hatched, while others are all out with their feathers all fluffed up. It looks like they used tissue paper on some plastic eggs, and then maybe used, maybe some Mod Podge to stick it on and make it all nice and shiny. They've added beaks and feathers and Google eyes, and each one has its very own nest filled with some fluffy paper strips, and it's made out of clay. It looks like they may have rolled that clay into long strips and then wound it around to make their nests. They sure look pretty comfortable. Thank you very much. So those are all of the art pieces that were created by Canandaigua's UPK class. And we're going to have a story for them, just like they would have had if they'd come here to the library. So hang on, we'll be right back. So gather around for a story. It's all about springtime. This is called Who's Awake in the Spring? It's by Phyllis Gershotter and Mem Green, with pictures by Emily Shollet, and it's published by Henry Holt. I see a little boy getting into a sheep's costume. I wonder what he's up to. Let's read and find out. Oh, looks like he's on a picnic. Down, down goes the sun. And down in the sea, fish find a safe place to hide. Who's asleep? Not I, says the minnow. In a pond by the sea, ducks tuck their heads under their wings. Who's asleep? Not I, said the duckling. In the tall green grass near the pond by the sea, turtles pull their heads and tails into their shells. Who's asleep? Not I, said the little turtle. In a garden near the grass, near the pond by the sea, bees buzz home. Who's asleep? Not I, said the busy bee. In the branches of a leafy tree near the garden, near the grass, near the pond by the sea, birds nestle in their nests. Who's asleep? Not I, says the baby jay. In a patch of clover, near the leafy tree, near the garden, near the grass, near the pond by the sea, cats curl up and close their eyes. Who's asleep? Not I, says the kitten. In a bush near the clover, near the leafy tree, near the garden, near the grass, near the pond by the sea, caterpillars spin their silken beds. Who's asleep? Not I, said the small green caterpillar. Over in the meadow where the wildflowers grow, up comes the moon, and down below, near the bush, near the clover, near the leafy tree, near the garden, near the grass, near the pond by the sea, sheep huddle and cuddle in their warm wool coats. Who's asleep? Not I, says the lamb. Not I, not I, the sheep all say. Not I, not I, we like to play. Sheep follow sheep, jumping high, jumping low. Sheep follow sheep. Now, where did they go? To sleep, to sleep. The sheep went to sleep. Then who's awake? Not the sheep, not the caterpillars, not the cats, not the birds in the leafy tree, not the bees, not the turtles, not the ducks, not the fish down in the sea. Is anyone awake? You see him? I am. Then come jump into bed, my sweet little lamb. He's had quite a day. Thank you for listening. Boys and girls, thank you for sharing your art with us here at the library. It's been wonderfully colorful, and everybody who had a chance to take a look at it loved it. Hope you're having a great time at home. Be nice to Mom and Dad. Say hi to your teachers. And we hope we'll see you at the library sometime soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.